guys, it's me, Ruowen Huang. It's been a while. Finally, I recovered from my cold. So let's hope we can catch up to my episode from now on. But then again, you never know what happened, right? So anyway, before I begin, let me first introduce myself. My name is Ruowen Huang. I'm an author, spirit coach, and also a psychic. Today, I want to talk about respect and empathy. And why do I want to talk about it? For some reason, this topic's been lingering on my head for a really long time. So I thought I might just share my personal thought with you guys. As many episodes I mentioned, many episodes ago that I mentioned, there's a force in this universe called karma. So karma function basically under a big umbrella called respect. Respect means, if you do anything based on the foundation of respect, then most likely you would just leave it to karma to play its court. It's not for you to play the judge, who's right, who's wrong, or who should do whatever punishment or whatever, right? So in order to achieve respect, as we were brought up to be, we learn respect is a certain behavior like you have to be nice, you have to talk nice, hi, or you have to, not to do certain thing. And then we kind of categorize it as that is the way of being respect. But then later on during this whole psychic journey, I start to kind of understand respect actually tied very closely with empathy. And then why, you might want to understand why, is people cannot respect something that they don't understand. Does that make sense? But then how do you understand things? You have to feel it, experience it, or, understand it. At least basic foundation is to understand it. But now how do you really understand it? Because without experience it, you know what I mean? If you never experience something, you don't really quite understand it. What you're understanding would mostly come from your perception or how other people interpreted it, right? And as I mentioned from so many episodes before, this whole journey of life is actually very selfish journey. That is, no matter how I describe things to the detail to you, you will never be me. You know what I mean? You may have similar experience, but because we are all built very individually, all built very differently, therefore our interpretation to it, our experience to it, or our understanding to it would still be slightly different, or how we handle it. You know what I mean? So can we ever really be the other person? Even I bring it up to you. I myself can be clone to my client for the period of time they ask me to consult them. But can I be like that forever? Does that mean once I become like that, I will fully understand who they are, why they're going through that? Yeah, maybe for a little while, because you need to understand at the end, what they experience may or may not be understood by who I truly am. You know what I mean? Like I myself will have a perception of myself. I myself will have a knowledge or the way to interpret things myself. Therefore, even though I experience whatever pain they are going through, does that mean most of the time I will understand? But there will be situations that I don't understand. As my logical mind kick in, I don't understand why. So anyway, so what I really try to bring it up to you is, empathy is a word that then people actually make you believe you could understand people as long as you step in their shoes. What I'm here trying to share with you is, it's nice concept, but in reality, it is not so. Even we step into their shoes, we all know, based on our perception, the way we interpret things, our understanding, our experience may still be different. So now you are saying, well, okay, if according to me, empathy is almost impossible, why am I bothering? How can I reach being respect? I later on realized there's a very simple way of being respectful. Seriously. It's a very simple way. It's not like how you have to be certain way, or how you have to talk certain thing, or how you have to, understand certain thing. It's really not that complicated. Later on, I start to realize there's really only one simple knowledge how we can be respectful even when we don't understand. We don't understand what you're going through. We don't understand how it's like, and we don't understand that. So in that situation, how am I going to be respectful? In Chinese, this is a time you really admire the, ancestors' knowledge. Sometimes they know things, but they just say it very simple, like we don't really know how to interpret it. Chinese have a saying called, if that's something that you don't want, don't give it to others. That's a Chinese saying. So later on, when I was experiencing this, try to fully understand how people who come from different background, different knowledge, and different understanding can also respect one another. That is, even if we come from different culture, even if we come from different, society, environment, knowledge, and things like that, how can I still respect you even in the moment that I don't understand it? Which you will see is almost common problem that we encounter in nowadays society, right? But what we often overlook is to help us overcome it. We also got knowledge or technology or information that help us to reach out, to study more, to really understand them. But what I'm here to say, when you ever encounter somebody, their behavior or their knowledge, they'll speak or something is way over your head, you just simply got no idea, how can I possibly respect a person like this? And that urge in your, come on, we all have it, that urge in your chest really want to come out and say something really mean to them and just, get back to them. I'm not just saying you. I personally have that too. So I understand what it's like. So when that urge come up, how can you still be respectful at this particular moment? Guys, this is a moment that I really want to share with you. Don't give anybody something that you don't want to receive. That is, at this moment, disregard who that is. Disregard what that person just say. Disregard what that person just throw on you, right? We all gone through good and bad day. We all gone through our up and down day. When that moment happen, when we feel low, when we feel angry and we say something, like maybe not mean it. Maybe we say we didn't mean it. Just imagine it. How do we want people to treat us? How do we want people to treat us? Then, really, it only take about 3 seconds. If you're really good at it, it take about less than one second. When it come back to you, then you decided that's the way I'm gonna treat you. I only treat you the way I want to be treated. Disregard what the result would be. Of course, you'll come to me, yeah, I did that, but people are still being mean. Let it be. As I say, if you do everything you do based on the big umbrella of respect, and this is really what I'm trying to share with you guys, so you guys don't have to worry about karma all the time, which I do, because karma is really big force. Even me, myself, cannot control them sometimes. So what we should do is try to do something that we can control under the big umbrella that we cannot control. So what I'm here to say is, if you can follow the rule of being respect, then you will trust the universe and let the universe run its course, whatever that karma would be. You know what I mean? So if people continues talking to you or being meanful, you can also choose to walk away instead of, hey, I need to get back to you because I'm really upset with you. I'm really gonna hurt you back. But imagine that if you were in their position. In this point, I don't want you to understand their background. Really, that's way too hard. I don't want you to understand what he's going through, they're going through, or why they say the thing they say, or what kind of mental disease they have. Really, you don't have to. All you have to think, if that was me, yes, I do get frustrated sometimes. I do come to this moment, I really want to yell at people. I really want to use all the curse word in all kind of language just so I can get back at them. When that moment happens, how do you want people to treat you? This is an exercise I start to realize how we can fully access empathy, because empathy is to step in other people's shoes and think about what they are going through. But guys, here I'm telling you, it's hard to understand what they are going through, but we always got very good idea what we are going through and what it would be like if it were us. So, because based on the foundation, soul is a very selfish journey. We only know what we're going through. Even your loved one, the one who sleep with you every day, even that you see them every day. With that, I guarantee you, you still don't fully understand what they are going through. Even like if it's your, twin sister, you were born, raised, exactly same parents, same environment, wearing the same clothes, even that, I can guarantee you, you don't really know exactly what went through your other half. So in this case, since we cannot clone ourselves to be them 24/7, what can we do? Empathy is put yourself in that situation and thinking, if that was me, how do I like to be treated? How do I like to be treated? Then I would treat you the way I like to be treated. So anyway, I just really want to simplify it instead of you guys really, confused and feeling, well, empathy is really hard to, achieve. It's really not that difficult. As I say, ancestors have their wisdom. Like, I hope we can decipher it quicker than we are these days. So let me quickly sum it up. Under this universe, there's a lot of force we can control, a lot of force we cannot control. When we come into this, a big force that we cannot control, which is karma. Karma is, universe will find a way to find its balance. The balance is disregard how you define it as a human, is what is good, what is bad. It's not for us to judge. Karma is here to make sure things are in balance. So, in this case, what can we human do? What can we human do is we make sure everything we do is based on respect, is under the big umbrella of respect. Then we would trust universe to run its course. Then how do I being respectful? Being respectful really tying very closely to being empathy. How can we be empathy? Oh my God, this is like one after the other. Luckily, my mind is clear enough to make this happen. So how can we be empathy is, instead of always try to hypothetically think what other people are going through, how other people feel and things like that, the truth is we couldn't. We cannot really understand something that we don't experience ourselves. Even that we read a lot, we study a lot, as long as we don't experience it, it's hard for us to understand. So you will realize this kind of situation happen all the time. It will be around colleagues, around friends, around family members. When this situation happens, when you are stuck in a relationship, when you're stuck in a situation that you simply cannot understand, the best way to do it is imagine how you like to be treated. Imagine that. Disregard who they are and what they say to you and things like that. Imagine if that was me. And now I'm in that situation. How do I want to be treated? And do it so. Once you do it so, you don't have to worry about how they react, what they say, or blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean. There's a lot of time you will roll your eye. Oh my God, seriously, when that moment happened, let it be. Because at this moment, once you execute your act of respect, you will know. You will leave the rest of it to the karma, because karma will run its course, will keep everything balanced beyond humans' judgment or perception of good or bad or right or wrong. So anyway, just a little personal opinion to share with you guys. I might continue doing a couple more episodes just to make up what I have been missed the past couple weeks. So again, if you like what I'm doing, you can always join me live on Facebook, or go to subscribe my YouTube channel, or go to my website, ruowen.com. Till then, I see you guys next time. Bye.